Well, now the debate will change because we've got contributions from a team of two, Imogen, Tutt and Oscar Hatful from the Family Justice Young People's Board. Many of you will know, all of you will know, that the Family Justice Young People's Board, since it was started 10 years ago, has become an invaluable part of our thinking and development of our thinking in relation to family justice. They have an insight which is unique to them because of their experience of the system. Now it's a rare event that they don't contribute at, and their contributions are always extremely valuable. And so I've no doubt that tonight will be the same. So I don't know how you've arranged it between the two of you, but either way, you've got 15 minutes now to speak for the motion. Oscar first.
Hello, I'm Oscar, I'm 13 and I've been on the Family Justice Young People Board for 4 years. And I think that the age of majority should be reduced to 16 because there's a lack of consistency, you know. So people between the ages of 16 to 18 are left confused, and it can be problematic with some things being at one age and some being at another. And because there's no one day where they wake up and have all the information they need to become an adult and enter the real world. So with a lack of consistency like that, they're left with little experience and they don't know what, it can be hard what to do and what, because if they can't
Hiya, I'm Imogen. I've been a member of the FJYPB for 4 years, and I'm 18. So for us, a lot of the issues with the current age of majority being 18 is that there are so many different inconsistencies between what you can do at 16 and what you can do at 18, and that this is confusing to young people because they don't know the differences. And it's also very difficult to make the argument that the age of majority should stay at 18 when 16-year-olds are probably exposed to just as much in the media or online in the more modern world, which is why now it could be a discussion for it to be reduced to 16. One of the points that we thought was interesting was that many young people from separated families grow up knowing that their court order will expire or end once they reach 16, and that these young people would not be given specific orders over the age of 16. So where does this leave children and young people now, and how are they to be safeguarded post-16 when their parents have parental responsibility for them? So if the age of majority was at 16, then the young person would be safeguarded by the maturity and not by their parental decision, or force. Another thing that we thought was really interesting is that you can fly a plane before you're allowed to drive a car, which seems a bit confusing and could be confusing for a 16-year-old with their age of majority being considered 18. And just more about how the votes are unequal in the UK. So if 16-year-olds can vote in Scotland and Wales, but in England 16-year-olds cannot have a vote, there is then a discrepancy between what young people know about politics and how much they engage, because if we were to have votes at 16 and consider it a full age of maturity at 16, then young people in England, Scotland and Wales would have the same rights, and these rights should be given with the responsibilities they have. And this links to how children and young people can have a full-time job at 16 in Wales and pay taxes and pay national insurance contributions, and they can join the army or they can get married with parental consent, but they're not allowed to vote. And this was another confusing point that we had about the current age of majority. Did you want to?
Great. Do either of you want to add anything else?
No.
No? Great. Well, that's had the brevity for which we all yearn. And I look forward to you becoming barristers, but if you become barristers, you'll then learn to take longer.